Right, good evening everyone. Welcome to Wednesday Night with Philly, and we are here for the season 1 finale of the Schumacher Division, Wednesday Night Schumacher Division in WAOF1. And what a finale it's going to be. We got championship battles everywhere, basically. Drivers' Championship and Constructors' Championship very much still in the balance. If I just give you a heads up on the Drivers' Championship first. So Mav is leading the way on 120 points with Lil Gupta and P2 on 113. Master Spread on 110.
Smile a bit, will you?
And Toby then 5 further back on 105. Greza on 102. So those are the guys. So that's the top 5. Though, who can still win the Drivers' Championship. Fortunately, Davis in P6. He's had a great season, in my opinion, but he's just a bit too far away. He's 31 off the lead, so he's just a bit too far away to be in the drivers. But he is very much in the constructors' battle. At the moment, Six Finger Gaming, which is Master Spread, and Toby lead the way on 215. Everport, which is Greza and Davis, are on 206, so a 9-point difference. Then Mavius, who includes Mav at the top of the drivers, are 58 behind the leaders. So they are out of it. So it is a two-way battle in the constructors between Six Finger and Everport. So as I say, Spreader and Toby for Six Finger, and Greza and Davis for Everport. So obviously keep an eye out on that, but at the same time trying to watch the drivers as well. Pretty much, in all fairness, if Mav finishes this race, it's very unlikely that he won't be champion, but it's going to be a bit difficult to keep an eye on that throughout the race. So I'm just bringing up the point system in this division. So at the moment, our points system is that it's 24 points for first, 22 points for second, and 20 points for third. Then 18 points for fourth, and then it goes 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, down to P10. Then there's a 2-point gap to 11th, so it's then 10 for 11th, and goes 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, down to 20th. As for the first season, we may amend it slightly. Maybe add an extra point onto the win, I don't know, but that's how it is for this year. There is also a bonus point for the fastest lap, and there is also a bonus point for the streamer's driver of the day. So they could actually be pretty important tonight. I hope I don't decide the championship on the streamer's driver of the day. I'll probably stay well away from it, if I'm honest. In a way, I'm just giving the go-ahead to the drivers. So Wednesday driver, let's go. Good luck, and don't forget the break after quali. Just a second, Massey's joining, so he's gone back a little bit quicker than he thought. So just let Massey join, guys. Any drivers listening, just let Massey join, and then we'll get going. Because I don't want him to join while it's loading up and then have lobby problems. I'd rather just give him a moment. There he is. He just gets his... There we go. Excellent. There we are. So we're up to 16 now for the final race. I haven't sort of gone out my way to find reserves, guys. We do have one reserve. Dark Lord is reserving, and his points will count towards the lowest team in the championship. So his points... And that wouldn't have mattered which drivers are missing. If there was a driver missing from the top team, he would not have driven for that team. It's that simple. That's the rule, and it will be abided by in the last race of the season, the same as it was in the first. So Slow Rider is bottom of the championship. To be fair, they've not had a consistent driver lineup all season. So, what am I doing? I'm trying to look at teams. Slow Rider, Marco. No, they're both here. Is Marco here?
Oh, we don't want them there.
No, Marco's here. So no, they're both here. And operator, I know, had to pull out late on. He messaged me a little bit earlier with his apologies, but I think for work reasons he's had to pull out. So it will be Operation Hillbilly that Dark Lord will be driving for tonight. Just realised I got to spectate. I don't know if some... That's okay. Right then, there we go. Just get the stream up on my phone and I will be sorted. I could order share in the back, so I haven't done that yet. We'll have a minute or so just while waiting for drivers to come out. So let's share in there. Oops. In there. There we go. Share in there. There we go, that's all sharing the right done. Some details up. Right, okay. And out someone goes, so Abu Dhabi. Last race of the season has just got to be done at Abu Dhabi. And if you watched last night, you'd have seen the Tuesday division go around here, and it was an absolutely fantastic race and a great way to end the season. So let's hope we have the same tonight. We had a few more drivers last night than we got tonight, but hopefully Adrian, if he gets back in time, will join before the end of qualifying, if he's back in time. But I'm okay with 15. I'm not too worried about that. It's say we do have the one reserve Dark Lord who is driving for Operation Hillbilly, but he is. Let's look up to his left session. Let's look up to. Oh no, he's not in properly yet. Okay, you join tonight. Right. Yeah. So I know Dark Lord is a tried and trusted reserve driver, and but yeah, I didn't want to advertise that and get people I don't know wanting to race, so not when there's championships on the line, which I think is fair enough. We've got to joining again, so should be able to take his card. I'd have moved us up to 16 and then potentially say it's touch and go for Adrian. He is stuck in traffic, so on his way home, so it's just touch and go for him whether he's going to make it in time. But anyway, put all that to one side, and here we go for the first hot lap of the evening. We'll do on board with Toby. for the hilly hot lap tonight. I would love to be able to do it with Mav, as he's the championship leader going into this race. I think it's kind of a deserved thing. Toby here. We've got I think must be having some problems getting. Oh no, he is in. He is in. Sorry, yeah. We've got. He's just appeared actually. Yeah, he just appeared. So yeah, he's 12th on the standings there at the moment, and in the pits. So looking pretty good from Toby so far. Heads round the three right-handers and these two left-handers. Saying last night, still, I think those two left-handers are a lot harder this year. Really low on grit right there. Head into the final corner. Massey, I thought Toby was first. My apologies, Massey got out first. 23-0 from Massey, immediately beaten with a 22-1 from Toby. We've got a few guys coming round. This is Mav. 23-0 from Mav, puts him in P4 for now, just behind Massey. Kemmets has gone into P2 on a 22.9. Kemmets raced last night, actually, so has a pretty good knowledge of the track now. A few more. Greza 23.1, Mirage 23.5, Chilky 24.4, with Swifishi 25.4. Swifishi wasn't expecting to be able to race tonight. He's decided he could at the last minute, so I'm assuming he's not been able to jump in the practice lobby or anything. He gets across the line, 22.7, moves him into P3, just ahead of Chucky, who's gone 22.8. Oh, spread, where are they? Oh, spread, I can't see him. Oh, he's just gone to the final corner. Spread over the line, 23.1 from Spread, puts in P9 for the moment. Marco starting a lap. Davis is on his way down to the end of the second straight. This is fast left-hander. I do love this corner. I love this track. It's one of my absolute favourite tracks. It provides every single challenge to the driver. Apart from maybe a tight hairpin. Well, no, actually we've got the hairpin down at turn 4. So no, scratch that. It does, I think, provide every challenge to the driver. But it's great for overtaking as well, so yeah, love it. Davis goes P7, 23.0 as well. Quite a few on 23.7. Mirage 23.5, Dirt Lord managed 23.7. At the moment, there is just 1.5 temps separating P5 to P9, so 5 drivers separated by 1.5 tenths, just over. Make it 2 tenths and say Chocky in P4 to P9. 6 drivers, just over 2 tenths. Starts quality from Chocky. Good first lap. As Marco crosses the line, 25.0. Switch to Lil Gupta. So just around the hairpin. So see the Gupta that's second in the championship. He's the one with the biggest chance of upsetting Mav, but not the only one. Just the one with the biggest chance. So Spreader, Reza, and Toby. Technically, mathematically at least, still in with a chance. Spreader's chance is still a genuine chance. He's only 10 points off the leader. Toby and Greza would definitely need a lot of things to go their way for them to become champion, drivers champion. And there's flat 8 now through the penultimate corner. And into final corner, 22-0 from Gupta. If I remember rightly, last night's pole, well, it was Carsey, obviously, and it was a 21.3, I believe. He was on for a 21.2, but he messed up his final sector. So 21.3 last night. So I'm not expecting these guys to equal that, but I think they'll take a little bit more out of what they've done so far. I think somebody will get into the 21s, definitely. Marco there, I think I'm going to struggle at the start there, that lap. I've just done multiple laps on these tyres. Abu Dhabi not friendly on soft tyres, well, not friendly on any tyres, but particularly softs, so well, it does bode interesting for tonight. This is one of the tracks of the season where there is a genuine chance to two-stop. It's still faster to one-stop, but if you find yourself a little bit out of position on the grid, then a two-stop could be the way to go. See the split time there, but he's definitely going for this. Here comes, no, into the pits, comes out of it. Into the pits he goes. Where is Mab? He's P9, he's on an outlap. Just coming down the second part of the straight. He's on a hot lap. Started this hot lap. Let's just watch his set to 1, but I will be switching to Mab to do the hilly hot lap. Oh, Payella. Jack just lets, I assume, Toby? No, it's not Toby, it's Toby's teammate. That was Spreader through. And he's found a 10th in the first sector. I think just coming close now. So, yeah, let's go to Mav then as he builds up to start his second runner. Second main run of the evening. So here he comes. So get on the straight as best you can, with as much power down as you can. Head into turn 1 down the 4th gear. Really use the inside corner. The outside curve could be a little bit awkward. Then flat out through turns 2 and 3. Head down to the hairpin, end of set to 1 just here, and we're just over half a tenth up. Late turn into the hairpin so that you can open up the corner, open up the steering, and therefore take more straight line speed down the straight. DRS opens, and we head down to the chicane in the middle, effectively splitting what is a massive long straight. This chicane just splits it again. It's late braking, late turning. You want to keep the car to the left so that you can open up the exit of the chicane. Then we have DRS again. This will take us down to the newer section of track. Second year of it now. Then we head in really fast left-hander. Stay in 5th gear. You're never truly off the power through here whatsoever. As Payella's retired. He's crashed at turn 1 by the looks of it. Then round these 3 right-handers, heavy braking, late turning again for the final one of the 3. Awkward 2 left-handers. The traction round here can be really difficult if you're a no-traction player. And then flat out now through the penultimate corner into the late braking, late turning again. Final corner, straighten up the steering wheel, get on the power. 22.5. Mav improves by half a second and into P3. Nice lap from Mav. Payella crashes in turn 1, or coming out of turn 1. And what should I say about that? I almost guarantee it was almost certainly the exit curb. And it's probably thrown him across the track and into the wall, I expect. And you won't see guys doing that in the race, but in quali, when you're really trying to put the best lap you can together, it's, you know, it is something that you can do. So, hey James, easy prediction. Ooh, it was nice last night. Should I be nice again tonight? There is only one prediction I can do, and that is well, actually there's 2 potentials, but I'm going to go with the drivers. So will Mav finish the race as champion. Simply yes or no. Submission period, I'll give you 15 minutes. We've got 5 minutes left of quali. Take us into the race, but it's okay. There we go. So Davis back to the pits. I left him with you with him because I thought he was on the hot lap, but never mind. Start Lord, who's just started a lap. You didn't get to do it last night. Oh no! It was literally, last night's one was literally Will Moominrider finished the race. You didn't take any offence to it at all, James. None at all. Right, Lord, currently 14th on a 23.7. Remember, driving for Operation Hillbilly tonight, so he is teammates tonight with Clement, who's currently sat in P11. And he's driving in place of Operator, who unfortunately couldn't make it. I think he was called out to work. He's an exterminator, I believe, so I think somebody's called him out to go and exterminate James, so he's on his way to James's, I think. So, right, Lords, the final sector. You can obviously see that the final sector is the much more technical, difficult part of the track, and he's into the pits. Why is everybody pitting when I'm watching them? Because we're at 3 minutes 40, so it's the last chance to pit, I guess, would be the answer to that. Let's go to Massey then, as he enters into the final sector. It's not an easy one. How's that? Look, he's got a decent advantage into the last race. It's not how you spell it. You take out the R and you would have had it right. It's not Darlick, it's Dalek. Dalek. So, yeah, take out the R. Yes, he's a Dalek. Exterminate! Exterminate! I can't do a Dalek impression. I have tried before. It is so hard. You can get those voice things though. That needs to do it. That's probably why the people that do it are so good, because they get one of those voice things to do it. I love me Doctor Who, mate. I love my Doctor Who. Absolutely superb series. Before you say it, no, I was not around to see the originals. So let's see, through the chicane onto the second half of the straight, and we'll head up to the end of sector 2. Are going into the left-hander. Uses fourth gear. It's absolutely fine. There's no real correct way. If you want to use fourth, use fourth. If you want to use fifth, then use fifth. It's not important, to be quite honest. Oh, and that's going to invalidate. That's going to invalidate just wide out the two left-handers. And yeah, definitely crossed the line with all four wheels, I would say. And that's invalidated Lagutz. When we invalidate everybody, we move on to, well, Chucky's the second down, so we won't need to invalidate him. Chalky. I swear Chalky joined just because he saw... I reckon Chalky joined this league because this division because he was watching my stream and saw somebody called Chalky. I thought, oh, I'll join as well, so that Hilly's got Chalky and Chalky. Or Chalky and Chalky. So that's not difficult for a commentator. All against me, James. All against me. Greta, he's 4.5 tenths. Oh no, he's in sector 1. Spin from his last lap. So half a tenth up through sector 1. It's pretty good going. It's a really short sector, sector 1. Usually, I find that it's turn 1 where you can gain the time, but obviously turn 2 and 3 are flat out. As you can see, aggressive brakes around about the 100 metre board. bad through the chicane at all. Like DRS. Keep the car to the left for that initial bit, and then on this bit you start to let it sort of move out to the right hand side to prepare for this left-hander. He's lost a tiny bit of time in sector 2, but not much. And he actually doesn't need much to displace Massey for P5. Which he is definitely on target to do. As the checkered flag comes out, everybody is now on their final lap. Whoever that is ahead of us is going to the pits. I think it's Marco. And Greza improves by almost a tenth and a half. He actually nips ahead of teammate Davis into P3. Whoa, what's happened there? Something else has happened. Sorry, no, he's nipped up to P3. Davis is nipped into P4. Mavs drops now to 5th. Spreader down to 6th and is into the pits. Toby goes fastest with a 21.9. Got to improving through sector 2, but it looked like he had a bit of an iffy exit there out of the chicane. Here's the end of sector 2, and he's quarter of a second up. He's on target for pole. That will put him on a 21.84. Jeez. Currently, well, basically got a 10th in hand. I know Toby's finished, but there could be others still potentially on laps. But I can't see any obvious mistakes in this final sector. I think this is going to be pole. And here he comes, 21.87. Lost a tiny bit of time in the final sector, but it's enough to take pole position. Davis is on an in lap, and everybody else has now seen the checkered flag. Apart from Mav, who's getting pushed in. Invisible Mav, I think, is it? Is he invisible? Oh no, he just hadn't reached the box yet. I thought he was invisible. There you go. Well, there we go. So it's Gupta on pole. He's where he needs to be, and Mav is in P6. This championship battle is on, baby. I have to say, though, in all fairness, it is in the race. Mav's race pace far exceeds his quali pace, so don't roll him out. The championship situation, I'll take you back through that on the formation lap, Sniper, but that for now is qualifying. So Gupta on pole, Toby P2 and Greza 3. I'll just scroll to the bottom there. I'm not going to read all through them because I do that on the formation lap as well. And just the race director, in case it's needed for any reason. I don't know what for, but just in case, that's all on that page. There we go. Right, guys. So any drivers listening, go time will be 31, so 2031.
Mike Yarwood.
Right, guys, so say, Sniper, I'll take you through that while doing the formation lap. For now, I'm just going to grab myself a quick coffee. I'll be back in a couple of minutes ready for the final race of the season. I will see you in a minute. Okay guys, back with you. The shout out has gone out to Ready Up, as it is now 2031. And okay, Sniper, I will do the championship side of it first. So what the hell's that? Right, it's alright, it's Dad's. Right, okay, as they start the formation lap then. I did already do this at the start of the stream, but I'll catch you up, buddy. So, right, okay, Mav is top of the championship on 120. Lil Gupta second on 113. So 7-point difference. 24 points for a win, 22 points for second, 20 for third, 18 for fourth. Then it goes down in 1-point increments after that. Master Spread is first on 110, so he's only 10 points off of Mav. And Toby is 15 points behind Mav, with Greza 18 points behind. All those five can mathematically still win the championship tonight. In the Constructors, we are looking at Toby and Master Spread for Six Finger Gaming on 215. 9 points behind them, Everpool Racing, which is Davis and Greza. So that is our championship situation in both championships at the moment. So let's just do the grid countdown. So we have Lil Gupta takes the final pole position of the season, Toby P2, then Greza and Kemmons on the second row of the grid with Davis and Mav 5th and 6th, Master Spread in P7 with Lagutz alongside in P8, Marco and Matty feel like the top 10 in 9th and 10th, 11th and 12th for Paella and Chucky, while Mirage and Dart Lord are 13th and 14th, and Chalky and Swift Fishy, who's been disqualified from the formation lap, start from the back row of the grid tonight, which is row 8. So, tyres, a bit different to last night. I couldn't believe my eyes last night when I turned it on, and so I think it was the top 13 starting on hards last night. I couldn't believe it. But here we go then. So Gupta starts on the hard tyre, Toby and Greza on the mediums. Kemmons on the hards, then mediums for Davis, Mav, Spreader and Lagutz. Marco and Matty on the hards, mediums for Paella. Chucky and Mirage on the hards, Dart Lord, Chalky and Swiffish all start on the medium tyre. So, should be a good one. Let's hope everybody's a bit careful in the first sector. As with all the tracks this season, or these days, all the turn ones seem to be a bit awkward, don't they? But Dark Lord misses his grid slot there. So we got Gupta on the left, Toby on the right, Greza behind Gupta, and Kemmons behind Toby. The lights are out, and away we go. Gupta seems to have gotten off to a decent start. Toby as well. Greza not too bad as well. A little bit iffy from. Let's get the details back up. I've forgotten the names already. Massey's dropping down. Massey is dropping down. That's on the turn 3. And oh, Chalky's out. Chalky is out, and the safety car is out. Chalky is out on the right hand side there. Oh, he's disappeared already. But that has brought out a full safety car. Obviously way too early. This isn't going to affect strategies, guys. I don't think even soft tyres would have bothered with a pit stop after that. But unlucky Chalky. Awkward place to go off. I imagine that was caused by a contact. I can't see that being a mistake. Yeah, great start from Mav Sniper. He's up to P4. So I did the start so well last night, remembering who everybody was, and then tonight I lost it. I can remember the top 3, and then after that I was gone. Position changes. Let's have a look then. So Mav up 2, Lagutz is up 3. He's off to a really good start. So Fishy's the biggest starter though, up 6, and Dart Lord up 3 as well. So not bad from those guys. Marco up 2. Davis has dropped 4, which is obviously a big one. Matty down 4 as well. Obviously he spun, so that important. But Mirage into the pits. Not sure what Mirage is doing now, but into the pits he comes, presumably for a front wing change. Or Or there is a potential change in strategy here, you know. It is a front wing change from Mirage, but I was going to say there is a potential change in strategy in that you could change from doing medium hard or hard medium to doing medium medium. Hit here if you're towards the back and do a medium medium strategy effectively. So Massey potentially could do that. I don't think the safety car will come in this lap. It usually has to complete a full lap of the circuit, which it hasn't yet done. So the likes of Chocky and Massey potentially could switch to that without actually, you know, they'll lose a place to Mirage, but it's not a major thing to then find yourself on the correct strategy for the race. Oh, he got sandwiched. Chocky unlucky. Hope you clipped it. And, well, I'm sorry the season's ended like that for you, man. Sniper, yeah, so, yeah, you're basically right. Yeah, so obviously, if they are level on points, it will go and count back to most wins, most second places, most third places. I'll have to look it up to know exactly how it's done. I know it's most wins, and I think it then goes most seconds and thirds. But I'm not sure if it then goes most fourths, fifths, so I don't know. I'd have to look at it all. But I don't think it'll come down to that in a way. So I'm just trying to think if there is a way that can happen, because if Mav finishes right, so Gupta will get 24, 22, 20, 18. That would be a 6 point. Yeah. So what would happen would Gupta would have to for that to happen. Gupta would have to win the race with Mav finishing P4, and Gupta would have to take the fastest lap. Then there's obviously the possibility that my driver of the day could come into it, although I probably won't look to affect the championship with a driver of the day vote, if I'm honest with you. I don't know actually. I mean, perhaps I should just do it normally, but depends who impresses me, really, doesn't it? We shall see. I mean, Mav's favourite, but truth be told, I honestly don't know. I honestly think this could go either way. Obviously, those two are favourites. There's still a chance for Master Spread, who's he's only 3 points behind Gupta, so he still certainly is in with a chance. Obviously, P7 at the moment, so a lot's got to turn around. But yeah, safety car in this lap in a way. So a couple of changes to the mediums. Mirage we saw who had to change his front wing. Marcos decided to come in and stick fresh mediums on. So potentially you can go medium to the end. Gupta will lead us away. Toby P2, Greza in 3, Mav 4th. And this is the thing, you see, the likes of Greza and Toby, they're battling for the constructors, so they can't simply say, well, I'm going to get out of the way of the Drivers' Championship, because they can't. They need the points for the Constructors' Championship, so there won't be any of that going on. It definitely will, Sniper, but ultimately, in one way or another, it will have decided it in a way throughout the season, because I will have given them both Driver of the Day at some point. I know why, in fact, I definitely have, so... But in a way, we're back racing, and Toby seems to react pretty well to Gupta's restart, although he's had a little tiny moment out of turn 1. So yeah, the sky, look at the sky, looks grey as anything. I can't remember the last time I saw rain in Abu Dhabi, but that would be interesting. So I guess ultimately Toby will be wanting to try and get past here. He's on the medium tyre, he's got the grip advantage. We've got a slipstream, also no DRS for the next couple of laps. Any moves going on here? No, I think I saw Dark Lords got past someone. Ooh, not very close, but just about stayed out the back of him. Now, why do the overtakes happen where I'm not watching? Right, so Spreader getting past Clements for P6. Very important. Davis is there in P8. He'll need to beat Spreader today. It's looking like that Constructors is going to come down to Greza against Toby and Davis against Spreader. So, like I said, a long way to go in this race. But does drop to P2 behind Toby then, but a long way to go. He's going to have a massive advantage later in the race when he goes to the medium tyre. But there will be a huge undercut when the pit stops happen. I was going to say, we were driving here last night, so pretty good idea of what occurs in that sense. And yeah, when the medium tyres do pit to their hards, they get a huge undercut. But of course, then those guys that start on hards that go to mediums come back at them. Look at the drivers all in a line, pretty much. That is a move going on further back. I think that is Mirage. Oh, we're going 3 wide. No. Thank goodness Chucky decides not to bother with that. Did go side by side, Mirage and Marco. Marco comes out on top, but Mirage gets the better exit, and with the slipstream will get the move done for P12. There he goes, and into the left-hander with that move completed. Nicely done. Clement's really close to the back of Davis here. So, we're at this stage of the race, when you start on the hard tyres, it really is much more about sticking to the front guys, sticking to the cars ahead of you. If you do that, you know you're going to have the advantage later on. Unless the safety car comes out and ruins the whole lot. Ruins the whole strategy. It's the only problem. But we had a few safety cars at the start of the season, but I don't think we've had more than 2 in a race. We might have had 3 in one, I can't remember, but if we have, it's only been the one race where we've had more than 2, and the last couple of races we haven't seen one. So obviously we've seen one at the start of this race, but no, first lap instant thing, unlucky for Chalky. But so Nav just does get DRS there, but he was just dicing with dropping out of the 1 second to Greza, and he definitely won't want that. As does get alongside Toby slightly only on the rear right of Toby. So I mean, if he can get in front, there's nothing wrong with that. But ultimately, the thing for Guts, he can't let Toby disappear. He needs that P1. He needs to win this race. So just cannot let Toby disappear. If Toby pulls sort of 3 seconds, I don't think anybody will be seeing him again. So it's so important that Gupta keeps him within that 1 second. They're almost identical on energy at the moment. Gupta won't need the energy this time on the straight. DRS will come into play. Catch him onto the gearbox pretty much. And then it's whether he decides to have a go on the second half of the straight. Out the chicane. Didn't really get a good enough exit, I don't think. Very good to have a go here. He has turned the energy on a bit, I think. No, he didn't. No, sorry, that was DRS. There we go. See, nicely gone along nicely at the moment. Top 5 all within a second of each other. Spreader's only 1.8 behind, and then there's a group behind him with 5 drivers as well, all within a second of each other. Then Mirage is 1.4 behind, and he's got 2 drivers within a second of him. And then we got Chucky's just dropped off a little bit in P14, and Swafishi at the back there, who's still going nicely. As I said, Swifishi wasn't going to be able to race in this race tonight, so he's literally come in last second, no practice. And Abu Dhabi, as much as I love the track, it's not a track really to go in with no practice on. We all know it, we've all done it enough times because it's pretty much always the last race of the season, so we've all raced it enough times. It's just, it does need a bit of practice, I think. Well, they all do, really. Here we go. Guts is having a little look, decides not to into the chicane. It's all about the exit again. Much better exit this time. So he gets away. You always expect the lead car just to pull away a little bit. So I still don't think he's going to get him. I think he's a little bit far off. I don't even know if he particularly wants to. As long as Toby's pace is good enough that he's keeping Guts away. Something has happened. What we do? Oh, goodness me. This is Spreader, Kemments and Davis. Kemments getting back past Davis. And he's right on the back of Spreader. As we may be reaching the point where those hard tyres, I wouldn't say they haven't become the better tyre yet, but they might be on a pretty much a level par. So this is the sort of point that Guts needed to stay with Toby for, and now, as I say, they should be on a level par now, so we should find it a lot easier, and at some point we'll gain the advantage. As for when the medium guys will pit, I'm assuming around about lap 13. It was so spread out last night in the race here that it doesn't really help for the predicted strategy at all, but I would suggest somewhere around lap 13. So that's Mirage having a little go. We're going to start Lord, already have a bit of contact on exit. Come on, guys. Bit of contacts on the exit. Both drivers pick up DRS, but it looks like Mirage is going to win the drag race down to the chicane. Nice race so far, and so tight. And ooh, could that be important? Mav is just looking like he's struggling to stay within the 1 second of Greza here. And Kemments gets ahead of Master Spread, and that's going to put Davis onto the back of Master Spread. Too sure why they put such similar liveries on tonight, but there we go. Oh, Toby is... Oh, he's into the pits. It's alright, guys. He had me going. He's two-stopping. Oh, my goodness. Toby is two-stopping. He's gone to softs. That can't have been... I don't think for a second he planned this from the start. I think he's reacting to the way the race is going. With the field staying so close together, he was always going to come out of the back and have some space to drive into. The idea being that they all move out the way to drive into the pits as he catches them. So it could pay off. It could. I know it sounds strange. The pit stop is not long here. You don't lose a lot of time, despite it being one of the longest pit lanes in the world. Mainly because of the exit, because it goes round past turn 2. But yeah, very interesting for you. Mirage to the inside of Davis. Nicely done. Of course, Mirage pitted first lap, didn't he? So he's technically got a lap advantage on his tyres. Seems to be paying off at the moment. But obviously he will be doing a medium to medium. So he pitted first lap, a couple of laps under safety car. You would expect him to... I think we started lap 4, didn't we, after the safety car? So 26 laps we've first seen. Yeah, so you'd be expecting... I would expect Mav in the end of lap 16 for a new set of mediums, maybe 17. Mirage, I mean, I think I said Mav then, didn't I? I meant Mirage. Meanwhile, Lagutz has gotten ahead of Mav for P3, sorry. But Mav surely get an opportunity back here. Picks up the slipstream as well, and through they go. They are actually teammates, of course. So, yeah. So I assume maybe Lagutz was trying to help him. Coming back here. These guys, I say, they are teammates. It's Mavius. Oh, wouldn't it be a disaster if Lagutz pitted and Mav followed him in? Double stacks like certain James did last night. Trying to take P3 in the championship, James, and you end up double stacking with your teammate. That's a very true, Sniper. Running a low wing, so if you run a particularly low wing, can help with the two-stop. In comes Lagutz. That's a bit earlier than scheduled, I'm sure, but of course he's so close with his teammate that I presume that this is avoiding the double stack, as we've got yellow flags at turn 1. Who is it? I can't tell who it is. Oh, it's Kemmons. Kemmons is round at turn 1. So that has promoted Spreader up to P4. Sorry, it was difficult to understand there because quite a few drivers came into the pits. Davis pitted, by the way. He is onto his hard tyres to the end of this race. Toby at the moment is P9 as Massey makes the DRS overtake on Dart Lord for P7 using those lovely hard tyres. Now we've got somebody else round, and that was Swifishy just at turn 3. So, question now for Gupta. Does he just keep going? I think I don't know about you, Sniper, but I'd be looking to pretty much push these hards as far as I can. Toby, pre-pit stop, was his closest rival. So as long as he takes his pit stop just like before Toby has to make his second one, he should be in with a great shot to put in this race now. The only problem is that Toby he might have taken himself out of that top group by doing a two-stop. And that's a problem for Gupta because it allows Mav to be in there. So the undercut is huge around here. At the moment, Toby, just doing quick maths, 4.3, 6. Let's call that 6.5, 7.5, 11. He's about 12. He's about 12 to 13 seconds behind Gupta. It's my only thing with going mediums on your second stint when you're doing a two-stop is you're going to end up having to pit around about the same time Gupta's going to pit anyway. Presumably, it's going to be the end of lap. Well, actually, he should pit a little bit after Gupta, because Gupta should be pitting around about the end of lap 16. He might pit the end of lap 15. So, we got a virtual. We've got a virtual because we've got a car round Swifishy actually in the pit exit. And he's lost his front wing. Oof. Oh, hello. I'm not pleased with that. That looked like a deliberate retirement to me. Whereas we said, well, that'll be brought up definitely in the steward's room. And put him back on track. He's brought out a full safety car, hasn't he? Yeah, he has. He's caused a full safety car. Well, I'm not pleased with what I've just seen. I mean, that... I'll be looking at that with the admins after, but that will be... Yeah, he might have done no Sniper, mightn't he? It would have been a little bit too early for to come off of the hards to the mediums, but whereas it's perfect from mediums to hards. But look at Toby. He's now back onto a set of fresh mediums to go to the end, and he's in P8. So, yeah, all I'm going to say on that instant now is that me and the rest of the admins will be looking at that very closely, and if we think that was deliberate, that will be instant removal from the league, because we won't be having any of that, but we will look at it. He's put in chat, sorry guys, binned it in the pits, not used to limiter. I don't see how that affected where he's crashed. He was already off the limiter. I don't know. Anyway, let's not dwell on that. We'll look at it. We'll look at it. Well, Mav is currently P3. We've got to lead in the race. That is a 4-point difference. Actually, the difference in the championship is 7 points. Mav also has a rear gunner in Lagoots on the back of him, so he's got his teammate perfectly placed to try and hold off the group behind him. As out to the pits comes Clements, onto fresh mediums. Again, I don't think it's going to come in this lap. Look at the clouds in the sky. I don't, going by the strategies that were in play, I don't think the drivers are expecting rain. I just think we're very overcast and cloudy. But wow, they look horrendous, don't they? Big moment though. Greza in P2. Spreader in P6, then Davis in 7 is in between the two six-finger racing drivers. Oh no, Sniper, imagine! I would kind of love it. Oh, the safety car is coming in this lap. I thought we'd do another lap, but that's good. So really slowing this down. Safety car itself is just driven to the pit entry. It's gone. We are back underway, and look at how they've dropped. Well, Lagoots has gotten ahead of Mav on the restart. Or under safety car. I'm not quite sure what's happened there, but that could be important. How's that happened? That's happened before the line, so that's very strange and would almost, well, again, that is something that the stewards will look at, because there should be no overtaking under safety car. Very strange as Toby makes his way past Davis. I do think this livery thing's, it's got to be mind games, isn't it? Oh no, it is different. Sorry, it looks the same when you're on board. They look like they're the same, but they're not. Clearly see from the broadcast cam they're different, but on board they look very similar. Hey, that is Toby going round master spread. The simple truth is Toby needs to get after Greza, because right now Greza's picking up 22 points. So it's 22, 20, 18, whereas Toby's getting 16 points. That's a 6-point turnaround. But Spreader is ahead of Davis. So at the moment, the Constructors is still with Six Finger Racing as it stands. But again, there's a long way to go as Toby sets fastest lap of the race. He was coming through traffic though, so I don't know if that'll be. I don't know if that'll end up being the fastest lap of the race or not. We shall see. Has disappeared at the front with a tyre advantage. Here comes Toby on Mav. And he's through into P5. Mav. I think I was looking at the wrong driver. Who was that we were looking at then? Mirage. Mirage up the inside of Guts. Guts has a little switch back. He's going to come back at him. I think he actually might have got a little bit too close to the back as Toby picks up 3 seconds. So that's going so far. So important. Guts has pulled that gap. Mav is down to P6 as it stands. Guts would be champion. Mav does have. Toby does have a penalty, remember, so that would technically move Mav up as Toby looks to make the move on the Guts. Oh, goodness me! There was almost a collision of teammates there. Guts minds out the way of Mav as well. Picks up 3 seconds for his troubles as well. It's Mav, he's making a move. It's not giving me a best angle, is it? We can't really see anything from that. He makes the move, he makes it to P4, but Toby does a little switch back. We're going to be a drag race down to the end of this straight. Oh, look at Guts. We're 3 wide. Oh my goodness. Mav sensibly, I think, decides not to follow through with the 3 wide. I think Mav would, at this moment, quite like his teammates to actually stop and, well, not stop, don't stop, but maybe it might be best if he stays out this a little bit. That is getting risky. So Massey getting in amongst it now as well. He's up to P6. Spreader down to 7. Davis right on the back of him. Dark Lord. Right now, Mav just needs to stick on the back of Toby. The only thing with Abu Dhabi is sometimes you can have (3-second) penalties caused by a bit of a glitch that's on the pit entry, and therefore you can get requests for 3-second penalty removals. I don't think that happened with Toby. I think he pulled it. I think he got it on track, but you can't be 100% sure. So Guts has now dropped down to P11. Another 3-second penalty comes up, this time for Marco. But as we go into this, it's really difficult. I have to say that this is incredibly difficult to call at the moment on terms of who might end up champion. So, just sort of looking down the field, trying to see what battles we got going on. Here's a battle down. Oh, dearie me! It looks to me like Marco got a whack off someone there. And the Guts has got a 5 seconds for a collision with Chucky as well. There is a bit of pinball going on. And that is serious damage for Marco, who will have to make his way back to the pits. We have a virtual safety car, which doesn't really make any difference to anyone. It is going to be out as we go past the pits. I can't imagine anybody's going to pit. I'd be amazed if they do. Just my luck, I'd opt to pit and then the bloody VSC would end. That'd be what happens to me. These guys, especially the championship contenders, they need to be careful. We all know how the VSC restarts. If you happen to hit the corner just before it restarts, you can be in trouble. You just need to be careful. I mean, in that sense, there's no real excuse for a drive-through. You can't get anything removed for it because ultimately you're guilty. You know, you wouldn't have got the drive-through if you weren't guilty. So you can moan about it again. You can moan and say, "Oh, it's the way it changes, the delta changes, and all that." It doesn't make any difference. We're all used to it. We all know what it does now. But we are back racing. Nobody's picked up a drive-through penalty. Marco's made it back to the pits and has his damage repaired and is back on his way. Let's go to Mirage, who is putting Greza under all sorts of trouble since the restart. Or pressure, should I say, not trouble. Pressure. And oh, Mav's ranked. Oh, he's reset the track as well. Oh, that would be a penalty. Oh, Mav. Oh, he was battling with Toby. Oh, I don't know what's caused him to go wrong. I don't know if they even had any contact at all. I was just moving to it as it happened, so. Well, Sniper, I've only just seen that message. I don't think Ruggles was. I think he was trying to help. But in a way, that's all gone now. That's all gone. The championship's gone. Unless there's some miracle now. He gets past Chucky. He is penalty free. He does have that. Well, he's not though, because he resets a track which will carry a penalty. So, I'm afraid it doesn't matter what's happened to him. It doesn't matter if it was somebody else's fault. Two wrongs don't make a right, and that unfortunately will carry a penalty for Mav. So even if he does recover, he has to recover out of the penalty as well. Oh no, Davis is round. I think Payella's called him. Davis round. Well, again, it's going to have a huge impact on the constructors. Oh, so it tells me we're going to have some angry people tonight. Davis into the pits. Presumably, oh, he's exiting there, isn't he? He's not. I think he probably needed a front wing, so he's in and has gone to soft tyres.
All right.
Puts Marco up to P13. But there is still 6.5 laps of this race remaining. Plenty can happen yet. It's never over till the fat lady sings, and I ain't singing yet. Let's see this battle now. Let's go to this one. So, Toby in P4, Massey P5. Spreader P6. As we've got yellow flags and a VSC. No idea what's happened, I don't know. Showing his spreader having front wing damage. It's, well, I've got on my screen, it's showing, on my app, it's showing that Master Spread and Davis both have front wing damage. I'm looking at Master Spread's card, there's no obvious signs of it, so if he has got any, it must be pretty small. Davis pitted, so I can only assume it didn't change his front wing when that's when he'd have wanted it to. Mav is into the pits. And on goes fresh medium tyres. He should get out ahead of Marco as the race is going again. So, what was this done in terms of championships? Well, for the constructors, because Davis, who's now he has had to pit again for the damage, he is down at the back there. That will, as it stands right now, Six Fingers will take the constructors and Gupta will take the drivers. And at this precise moment in time, it's extremely hard to see this changing. So hard, it's so horrible when it happens like this. I don't know exactly what happened to him, guys, so I think Davis got caught from behind by Payala, but I'm not 100% sure that that happened. And yeah, I think stewards are going to be busy. They should report, even if it is the last race, they should report. I hope they report, because should all get looked at. But Mirage, by the way, what a race Mirage is having. In amongst all this that is going on, and the potential contacts that we've seen and things like that, Mirage is just getting on with it, and he's having an outstanding race. So he's flying towards driver of the day at the moment. 11 places he has gained in this race. Could argue maybe he should, if he's got this pace, he should have been higher in quali, but ultimately he's not really been up. Well, he's not been up this high before on the Wednesdays. He has done well in other races, and he has competed sort of around the sort of 5th, 6th, 7th area, but P2 is a bit of a new one. So this is a seriously impressive performance. I'd like to Grezzo, Spreader, Davis, and that will be in a party together. They'll know that something's happened to Davis. So Massey goes past Toby. He's another one having a very good race, isn't he? After a bit of a disappointing quali, he's having a very impressive race up 6 places. It's Massey. Okay, I mean, if you haven't got a clip, Chalky, there's nothing you can do. You do, yeah. What are you? Yeah, your Xbox. You need if you can't stream your races, you need to make sure you clip your incidents. But the best way, I always say, the best way is to stream, because that way it saves your whole race. And if somebody puts a report in against you about something you didn't even realise had happened, then you've definitely got it. It does happen on occasion. Somebody puts a report in and you're like, when did that happen? I can't remember that. So Toby goes back through against oh, hang on, I thought that was on Massey, but that's oh god, I'm so confused what's going on. So I think Toby got back past Massey, and then Massey's gone back past him again. Talking about other things and missing what's actually happening on the track. we've got a couple of battles still going on. We've still got Greza pretty close to the back of Mirage. He's still within the 1 second. And this group of 3 cars, as you can see there, Massey, Toby and Spreader. So, Massey defends to the inside. Toby looks to the inside and then moves to the outside. The old switcheroo. Through he goes up into P4. And there comes Massey, right back at him, into the left-hander. And there we have it. Toby holds him off, and we'll have the lead. Well, at least until the next straight, anyway. So, this is a harsh one. This could be a hard pill to swallow. And with the Davis one, at that particular time, they weren't in a position where they were going to take the title. Greza was obviously doing very well, but the point swing wasn't quite going to happen. It was going to still leave 6-finger. But the point is, the point is more that it's taken Davis out of the running altogether, which means the pressure on Toby and Spreader is completely lifted. Absolutely nothing on them now. They just need to drive this car around. It doesn't even matter if they, well, it would matter if they actually had dropped right down to the back, because Grizzly's points would be enough then, but you know what I mean. They don't have to do anything special, just drive it round. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Sniper. That unfortunately, I hate to say it, but that does seem to be the strategy on this year's game, doesn't it? He's not going to go up the road and catch Greza. He's 5 seconds up the road, just the 2 laps. So yeah, just sit there, save your ERS. Make the move on the last lap just to cover off the possibility that Toby was to get the penalty removed. But, let's have a look at penalties actually. So 3 seconds for Toby, 3 seconds for Paella, 3 for Chucky, Kemments and Dark Lord 3, Lagut's 8 seconds, and Marco has 6. Oh look! Oh, we got a bit of silliness going on the final lap. Look at this. Toby's got DRS, Massey hasn't. Oh, and Spreader's having a go as well. They just tag teamed Massey. Come on, Massey. Come on, Massey, get him. He took one of them out. That'd be interesting, wouldn't it? If he took one of them out, the Spreader picks up 3 seconds, which means Massey's going to end up getting both of them on the penalties. But he took one of them out. It would hand the title to Greza and Davis. But, don't do that, please, Massey. Got to wins and takes the Drivers' Championship, provisionally at least, in Abu Dhabi. Mirage in P2. What a race from Mirage, and without a doubt is my driver of the day. Greza finishes off on the podium, P3, in a great performance from him. Massey as well jumps ahead of the 2 clowns, just Massey, Spreader and Toby into P4. Spreader 5, Toby 6. Paella 7th. In the end, Chalky 8th, Kemmets 9th, Lagut's finishes P. I think he's going to lose out. Is he to Dark Lord yet? Dark Lord promoted to P10. Got no idea what just happened. Dark Lord. Oh no, Mav's jumped on both. So Mav up to P10, Dark Lord P11, Lagut's P12, Marco P13, and Davis. It's unlucky by the looks of it for Everpool tonight. Davis and Greza, but still a massive well done, lads, on on the season you've had. It's been fantastic. Dark Lord, you could like sit in the session until everybody's finished, mate, so it don't mess the standings up. Right, yeah, again gives driver the day to Mirage, and I cannot even begin to argue with that. Mirage is driver of the day by the proverbial Massey in second, with Milkutsa would be my third choice driver of the day. But there we have it. It's the end of our season, and it's congratulations to Lil Gutsa, who has sealed the Drivers' Championship. Obviously, any results are pending potential incidents that are reported, but as it looks provisionally right now, it looks like Lil Gutsa has taken the Drivers' Championship. Trying to think who's going to be P2. I think Spreader's probably taken P2. He's definitely gone ahead of Mav in a way, so he's taken P2, I believe, in the drivers, with Greza and P3. I think that's the way it's going to work out, guys. Fastest lap in the end went to Toby, with 1:24.773. And congratulations also, of course, to Master Spread and Toby, who, again, provisionally, it looks like they have taken the Constructors' Championship on the first season of the Schumacher division. So well done, guys. There we have it. So that's all the standings just there. The results with the penalties. Just let me nip through just in case anybody needs them and they forget to clip them. Here are all the penalties, warnings, etc. from the race director. So we've got that. Last of all, finally a good result. Massey, superb, mate. I can't not give Mirage driver of the day for that performance, buddy, but you'd be an incredibly close second. Superb, absolutely superb. Well done. There we go. I'm not going to bring people in, guys, simply because I think there's going to be a lot going on. So, what I do want to say is a massive thank you, first of all, to Whale that's allowed me to run this division in WAOF1, so thank you very much to him. Secondly, to all the drivers, thank you very much to all of you. The racing has been fantastic, I think, in the first season, racing together. I know some of you know each other already, but not everybody did, so well done, guys. As usual, if there is any incidents from tonight, please submit them in the usual way, submit a ticket, and they'll be looked at. Please don't forget, the sign-up is up for next season. I do need to know if you want to retain your seat, and who doesn't as well, probably more importantly, so that I know how many drivers I need to pull in. We will look to field a grid again if the interest is there, but at the same time, I'm happy to run a division with 16 or something like that. It wouldn't bother me. Other than that, Braun Cocktail will return. I love to hear it, Massey, and I suspect fighting for constructors as well, something tells me. But yeah, guys, if I can get a commentator, then I'll look to be on the grid myself again next season. But unfortunately, the one I have asked somebody today, and they've already taken a commentator seat elsewhere. But there is the potential for a new commentator for next season, who I'm going to speak to, Lewis. So I'll have a chat with you at some point, buddy, in the off season. Other than that, obviously, the other people I need to thank is the people that watch. So thank you very much to all of you that watch along with me and keep me entertained in the chat and watch it back at a later point. I really appreciate that, and the league really appreciates it. All the leagues that I do comms for really appreciate it. So thank you very much, guys. Yeah, not sure what else to say. Congratulations, Mirage. Great result tonight, mate, and driver of the day. So well done. I'll put that in the Discord in a second. Other than that, guys, thank you very much for the first season. I really look forward to the second season. I will tell you what it will be. I've already told you that it will be a 12-round season, so a 12-race season. And the idea is that we will do 12 races that season, and then the other 12 races that we don't use will be in the following season. And I will try and split it up so that we have X amount of street tracks in each season, sort of thing. So I don't know how many there is nowadays on street tracks. Say there's 6, then we'll have 3 in each season, type thing. So we'll do it like that. But other than that, guys, congratulations, well done. Thank you very much this season, and hopefully I'll see you next season. See you again soon. Don't forget, WAOF1 is live with the Dark Mark tomorrow night for the Thursday night finale. which is going down to the wire as well, particularly the constructors, where there is a 1 point difference going into the final round. So please come and support my team, because we're one of those teams. So come support me and Corey. See you tomorrow night, guys. Good night. God bless.